Hello and welcome. So this prayer practice is an evening practice. It's traditionally a practice that you do at the end of your day. And it's a way of taking stock, taking inventory, reviewing your day as it were. It's traditionally referred to as the exam. It's an Ignatius prayer practice. And I've just reworked it a little bit. I call it respect. Because respect means to look again. But the process is similar. We go through a review of the day and just try to observe ourselves and the unfoldings or the happenings of the day, the experiences, the people we meet, the things we do, but more importantly, the things we feel. How do we feel as things unfold before us? And then how can we see God through that unfolding, through the process and the events and the encounters of the day? So begin simply by allowing yourself to be still, allowing yourself to be quiet. To take a few deep breaths, to close your eyes, and slowly just allow yourself to be present to a moment, to let go of any thoughts or concerns or worries you might have, and just try to bring your attention to your breathing. And as you do, you allow yourself to be quiet, you allow yourself to let go, you allow yourself to be still. So we begin this exercise by just thinking about your day. Recall some of the events of the day. What are the big things that pop out to you? What are the big events that jump out? 2 or 3 memories that you recall from the day. What are the big things or the little things that jump out when you first think about today? What sticks out for you? And what could you be thankful for in those moments? And that's what you rejoice in. So the first step, or the first part of this prayer exercise, is to rejoice. What do you rejoice in from this day? What jumps out at you? What are sort of highlights, the big moment events? And again, try to be aware or mindful of how you feel when you recall those moments. The second step goes a little deeper. And we ask you to review your day. To try and review your day with as much detail as you can. Starting from the initial moments in the morning, how you felt waking up. Were you energized, excited? Were you maybe still tired? Perhaps worried about some things? Think about your day. From the beginning of your day and the waking moments of your day, as you move through getting ready, think about who you encountered, who you met, some of the things you talked about, and then make your way hour by hour through the events of your day. Watch the scenes unfold in your mind as they play back, and try to bring your awareness to not just the moments, but how you felt in those moments. What you experienced in those moments. What were some of the highs and what were some of the lows? What are some of the things that you saw as positive? Things that energized you. Things that you're happy about or proud of. And what are some of the things that frustrated you? Maybe agitated you, caused you to lose your patience or make judgments. Notice those things again as you move through your day, taking stock hour by hour, reviewing the contents, experiences, and encounters of the day. And again, reviewing how you feel through those moments. Next, you think about the things you regret from today. The things you might do differently if you had a chance to do them again. Perhaps the mistakes you made. Maybe the errors in judgment. Maybe you lost your patience or got frustrated with someone or something or some events. So think about some of the things today that you regret. Don't make an exhaustive list, just a couple little items. And again, bring awareness to those things. Bring awareness to the moments, what led to them perhaps. Maybe a decision you made or didn't. And again, bring awareness to how you feel. Be mindful of your feelings, the reactions you had. So again, think about something that you regret, something you did, or perhaps you wouldn't like to, or something that you didn't do that you wish you did. Something that separates you from the person you are, or a person you long to be, the person you envision becoming. And again, don't make an exhaustive list, just a couple items. And that naturally brings you to a thought of reconciliation. How can you reconcile? How can you turn back and somehow maybe mend what's been broken, heal a separation that's occurred, even if it's just in your intention about who you are, who you want to be? What do you regret, and how is that different from that person you aspire to be? So how can you reconcile? How can you turn back? How can you bring healing to that relationship that maybe was damaged or hurt? Or maybe just insight in yourself. How can you bring healing to yourself? And then finally, allow yourself to rest. Rest through this process. Rest in God's love, in the little moments, aha moments, elements of grace that unfolded within your day, that you recall as you went through and reviewed your day. And then ask God to be with you as you recall some regrets. And you need help to reconcile, to make whole, to bring healing. And so you rest. You rest in that truth. You rest in that love. You rest in the peace. Mindful of the blessings of this day. Thankful for the gifts that came to you this day through people and events and experiences. And hopeful as you reset towards tomorrow. Hopeful. You will recreate yourself through rest tonight and begin anew tomorrow. A little more aware, a little more mindful, a little more intentional as you think about the possibilities of the next day. And so through this prayer practice, we rejoice in the highlights or moments of the day. We review the day in detail, trying to see the little elements of grace, moments of God through those encounters, through the moments that move us through the day. We bring awareness to the things that we're not proud of, things we might do differently, little regrets we might have. And then we reconcile, turn back, try to bring healing to those mistakes or those regrets. And then finally we rest. We rest in God's truth, allowing ourselves to be still, to renew our energy and our spirit, and to bring hope as we think about resetting and restarting tomorrow anew. So thank you for this practice. Thank you for participating. This is something you can do every day in detail. And as you do it, you'll bring more awareness. You'll bring more mindfulness in who you are and why you do what you do. And you'll be able to sort of see yourself and things unfolding. And then be aware of God's moments, God's hand through the process, and what God might be calling you to through these insights, through the awareness. So I hope this helps. Hopefully you can return to this practice a number of times. Any comments or questions, please pass them along. Peace.